This week's gathering will be the culmination of more than 100 pre-summit consultations that ministers and government members have conducted all over the country, drawing on input from thousands of Australians, looking at everything from improving economic participation for people with disability, to addressing our migration challenges, to boosting the numbers of Australians training in new technologies. The Treasurer has published a clear set of ground rules, so we're not starting with a blank piece of paper. We're working to a plan, and I'm hopeful there will be some immediate actions coming out of the summit that we can work to implement. But Friday is not the end of the story. The government is preparing an employment white paper, and this week's discussions and ideas will feed into that important document. For us, the principle is straightforward. We want every Australian to have the opportunity and skills to find a secure job with fair pay in a safe workplace, not a hand-to-mouth existence where bills chase you from shift to shift, but a job that helps you build a life and plan for the future. The policies we took to the election were central to this, making job security and gender pay equity objectives of the Fair Work Act, making wage theft a crime, closing the loopholes that allow firms to use labour hire as a tool for driving down pay rather than a source of specialist skills, investing in fee-free TAFE, additional university places and creating new apprenticeships, and creating expert panels focused on pay equity for the care and community sector. In our first 100 days, we've argued for and secured a 5.2% pay rise for minimum wage workers, the heroes of the economic front line. We've made a submission to the Fair Work Commission in support of higher pay for aged care workers. We've introduced legislation for 10 days paid family and domestic violence leave, because no woman should ever have to choose between their safety and their job. But after a decade in which low wages were deployed as a deliberate design feature, we want wages rising and productivity increasing across the board. And after 30 years in which the gender pay gap has hardly budged, we need serious improvement in economic equality for women.